What's up everyone, Willie Apple here, and today I'm going to be explaining my top wish list for watchOS 10. Now while Apple Watch has the most advanced array of stuff, there still is a lot of room for improvement, and there's going to be a lot of stuff about running. So I'm just going to alternate between running and normal features until I'm out of running stuff. So let's get started. So with iOS 16, we got a way to customize the colors of time, all your widgets, stuff like that. Well, this is what we have on the Apple Watch. If we were to get the same freedom as we got on the iPhone with all these colors that we can choose from and make our own colors as well, that would be a big plus in the right direction for watchOS 10. And that could be like the main feature of watchOS 10. And also, Apple should expand color changing on more watch faces, since my primary watch face currently does not even support color changing. And in fact, it is a brand new watch face. Now this next feature Apple definitely needs to add as soon as possible is something that not only will benefit runners, but maybe bikers and pretty much any other sport as well. And this is the segment view. So currently for Apple Watches, if I were to start a run, you would need to double tap to make a segment like that. And I can do it again as many times as I want. And it's pretty annoying since sometimes you just don't get it right away. And you don't get to see the segment until you tap again. But something Apple has added in watchOS 9, if you were to go down, you have all these different views. Well, my thinking was, what if we got all these different views with a segment button? This is what I was imagining. Not only will this make workouts a lot more interactive, where you just tap a button on the screen instead of needing to double tap all the time, and sometimes it doesn't even work since you're cold and you're just going around the lap and just tapping like for running. And you'll also be able to take a look at how you're doing in that specific segment as well. Best Apple Watch update if Apple does that. Now the next Apple Watch feature that we definitely need is the ability to screen record. The way I currently get screen recordings is I use Apple Watch mirroring. Maybe using the Apple Watch mirroring technology, you could make a screen recording option inside the control center, just like we have on iOS. It would be nice if we just screen record inside the control center, whereas we don't need to use Apple Watch mirroring anymore. And so we can customize the videos a lot as well. And this would be really nice for the average user as well. And even YouTubers if they really wanted to show off something on their Apple Watch. Remember the trend feature we got in watchOS 8? Well, I kind of want to expand on that a little bit more. Now, I really want more statistics on certain sports, for example, running. It could predict your 5K pace and show it right there with all your other paces. And not only running would benefit from this, we would also get swimming trends for swimmers, biking trends for bikers, and using all your Apple Watch data, and be able to determine your 5K pace, your 1 mile pace, and it would show them with all your trends. And now, obviously, I don't think a runner wants their swimming trends in there, so you'll be able to customize a trends view as well. You'll be able to add all of your running trends, maybe all your weightlifting trends to show how much you can bench or something like that. It would just be really nice if we got sports related trends inside the fitness app. Now the next thing I want is the ability to easily downgrade your Apple Watch with an IPSW file. So how this would work is you would boot your Apple Watch into recovery mode. Maybe there'll be a shortcut like hold the power button and keep spamming the digital crown at the same time. Maybe that's how you get into recovery mode. And you'll be able to put your Apple Watch near your phone, and your phone will ask you what you want to do. And maybe you could press open file and you'll be able to open up an IPSW file for your Apple Watch, and you'll be able to downgrade your Apple Watch to older versions of watchOS just for beta purposes, you know. This is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna move on. In workouts, when you swipe to the side, you know that little menu right here that you see? Well, there should be a way to customize that menu. Maybe add some more actions in there. For example, in most cases, that waterlock button is pretty useless. Now obviously for swimmers, that waterlock button will be useful, but for runners running an indoor track, sometimes outdoor track, but it's not necessarily needed there, that waterlock button is just in the way, and if you accidentally press it, well, you just need to press and hold your digital crown and let it eject water, I guess, even though there is no water. For boys, the Apple Watch Series 7 to Apple Watch Series 8 have no upgrades, but there is an upgrade that we have inside of here, and that is the temperature sensor. What I want Apple to do is do what they did with the HomePod, where they have the temperature sensor in here. They never took advantage of it. It will be able to track your body temperature. I think that's how it's supposed to work, and there will be a temperature app. Now, I'm not sure how the temperature sensor actually works, but I also really want the ability to track the temperature around you. And maybe there could be a complication on the watch face showing the temperature around you and maybe for your body temperature as well. But if it can do both of those things, good. If it could do one, good. Just we need to take advantage of that temperature sensor that's in the Series 8 and the Ultra. Now, the next thing I want with the Apple Watch is the ability, if you get lost in the middle of a workout, for example, a run, you could just use Compass Backtrack, wipe on it, and it will already have Backtrack started, and it will start backtracking you on how to get back. I want Apple to be able to do this automatically with maybe the outdoor run, the biking workouts, maybe some other workouts that involve going places, but specifically for those, it will automatically start backtrack just in case you get lost, and yeah, it will just prevent people from getting lost. Now, with macOS Mojave and earlier, you were able to have iTunes pre-installed, and the Apple Watch was able to pause the iTunes stuff. But when Apple Music came in macOS Catalina, Apple completely got rid of the functionality. Now, I want Apple to bring that back, not only for the Mac, but for the iPad as well. You'll be able to pause music from your iPad, from your Mac, and it'll just make things a lot more convenient. You can already do it with your Apple TV, so it shouldn't be that hard to do it on the iPad and the Mac, considering that Apple has like the same architecture across the board. Pretty self-explanatory, the ability to pause, skip tracks, adjust the queue with your Apple Watch and Mac and iPad. The thing I want is something that I call universal notification. So anytime you get a notification on your iPad or Mac, you'll be able to get them on your watch. That's what I want, basically. That's what I call universal notification. And you'll also be able to interact with them on your Apple Watch as well, just as long as your devices are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Maybe make this optional and not required. I don't think people want the same Discord notifications coming on their Apple Watch 5 times if they have 5 different Apple devices that isn't an Apple Watch. And maybe also to prevent this, they also intelligently be able to detect if it's from a specific network. And yep, those are my top 10 requests for watchOS 10. Thanks for watching, comment, like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and let me know what you want down in the comments down below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!